All right, it's your girl Sandra D, the main event, and welcome to my channel and to my community of love and unity. We will not be talking about hair and we will not be talking about food. We are on the journey of talking about the narcissist. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting on? Now, today we are going to be talking about how the narcissist came into your life undetected and on the low. Now, I know some of you guys are like, yeah. How did the narcissist get under my radar undetected? I'm glad you asked. So, as we're going to begin this video, I know you guys have heard, as I even said, I want you guys to make sure that when you're getting educated, make sure that you get your freshman, your sophomore, your junior, and your senior course. I am a strong believer in believing that you need to get all 4 courses, okay? You need to have these because there are different levels and there are different levels of narcissists. Just like there's different, there are different levels of chosen ones, empaths. No one is all the same. Some rank higher than others and some are lower than others. It doesn't mean that one is better than the other. They just have certain gifts and talents and skills that they are gifted in. So let's not get confused by not understanding that one person is better than the other. No, they just have different skills set and they have different talents. And some may possess more than some. Some may be a master in this area, just like you have different levels of narcissists. So some of you may have dealt with a narcissist and you don't get the hoovers. They don't come around. Some of you may get the narcissist that does come around, that does hoover, that continues to come around every so often, with a break in between because they're in a break in between from either their supply or they're trying to see if they can pull you back into their cycle of being able to extract supply from you because they see that you're growing, you're healing, because these are the narcissists that are actually keeping tabs on you. They have flying monkeys. They're monitoring you, keeping tabs on you. Because you have something that they do not possess, or they're studying and trying to understand why the tactics and tricks that they use are not working. Okay. And so they're studying you to get answers to try to make themselves feel better because they know that they lost you and cannot have you back. They know it. So the narcissist came into your life on the low, okay? And how they came in on the low is that they did not come to you in a threatening way to where you would be able to detect it, okay? They had to come on the low so that you would not detect that they were an actual threat. Because if you would have seen it coming, they know that they would not have been able to manipulate you. So if you're feeling like, hey, but I'm usually able to spot and detect BS. A lot of us are, okay? But these types of individuals are hard to detect. And they're hard to detect because you don't understand, and I didn't understand either, but that's why I'm out here doing these videos, because I want you guys to understand how this manipulation is being done. Now, when you go to the other sites that are teaching, they're going to give you more lingo than I'm going to give it to you. I'm just going to give it to you straight. I'm going to give it to you from the perspective that I believe that God gave it to me, and I'm going to give it to you, and pray that we will not just meet in the middle, but you're getting the revelation that you need, that you're not going to actually get from another channel. Not to say that the channel is not teaching you right or correctly. Yeah, they are, because I had to learn the lingo too. But me personally, I want you guys to understand it from another perspective, in a way that is not being taught, that is different, but is straightforward, but it's in ways that you can absolutely understand what I'm saying to you. So, the narcissist, okay, is crafty. They're very slick. They're very sly. Okay. They have an ability to be able to be very charming. Okay. They are somewhat wordsmiths. Okay. Just like how Eve got deceived, okay, by the enemy, and she took the bait. He came in as a way of he did charm her, but also in a way of making her feel like if she did not partake, she would be missing out on something. And that's one of the number one tactics that you will get from a narcissist. Okay. They will try to make you feel like you're missing out on something if you don't take what they have to offer you. But what you need to understand is that what they're offering you is a lifeline of misery and hurt and pain. And they'll show you a good time. And they will be very charming, okay? And they will be very strategic on how they're going to handle the certain types of ways to manipulate you without you detecting it, okay? Because what they want to do is secure you in a sense to where you will not leave the relationship, but that you will always leave a door open for them to be able to return. Now, I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie called Disappearing Act, and it was with Wesley Snipes, and also with the young lady who played in Brown Sugar with Taye Diggs. And this Wesley Snipes was someone that would always be with her, but he will also leave. And it was a very good movie. If you guys haven't seen it, it's very old, but I recommend you watch it. It's called Disappearing Act. Excuse me. But the reason why I brought that up is because the narcissist wants to be like a magician. They want to disappear and reappear again. And they want you to allow them to come in when they want to reappear. So the purpose of them going back and forth is because they're in between supply, but also at the same time, they want to try to secure you as permanent supply. Okay. And they want to continue to gaslight you by giving you reasonable of doubt. Okay. Gaslighting you so that they can take advantage of your kindness, because they know that you have a genuine soft spot. And they want to work on that soft spot as much as they can, because they want to break into that soft spot of yours as a way for you to be used to them abusing you. Y'all gonna catch that. They work on your soft spot as a way to weaken it so that you will continue to take the abuse that they want to pour into your life. So the narcissist, what they will do is they have already been watching you. Y'all ever seen that movie, The Five Heartbeats? And then you had the brothers, and then they saw a young lady that they was interested in. And then they'll turn around to one another and say, you want to play shy brother? To where one of them say they shy. And he was like, my friend over there, they shy. But they wanted me to come over here and get your number. But sometimes the friend would snake the other one. Or excuse me, the brother had got snaked. And he would sit over there and play the role, but the brother wanted to get the girl. So he wound up saying, look at that stupid look on his face, because he was snaking him because he wanted to get the girl that he wanted. Sometimes you get these narcissists that be trying to play the shy brother role, okay? Trying to see which one of them is going to be able to actually have you as their supply. But anyway, we'll get into that in another video. So what the narcissist is doing is sometimes they'll play shy, as a way to try to draw you into them as them being, non-threatening. Okay. Or they'll approach you with being charming and they will carry kind of like this confidence. But what's really going on is that they had been studying you and watching you. Okay? Because when a narcissist sees something that they want, you don't know that the narcissist has already had you followed and had certain things in your home probably before you even knew it. You could have lived in an apartment. And the narcissist could have been a partner of the person that owns the doggone building that you was in, watching you. Y'all ever seen that movie Sliver? With Sharon Stone and one of the Baldwin brothers? I think it's Stephen Baldwin. I'm not 100% sure. If y'all ain't seen that movie, y'all need to watch it. Okay? And if that don't grab your fancy, y'all ever seen Men in Black? Okay, with Tommy Lee and also with Will Smith. And you know how they had on the doggone screen? They had all these things on their screen and they was able to watch people. Do not be deceived and do not be in denial and think that the narcissist that came into your life just came into your life when they met you on day one. No. They've been admiring you and watching you from afar, trying to figure out how they're going to be able to get into your world to bring you into theirs. Please believe it, please. So what the narcissist does is the narcissist needs to see how they can get your attention. Because you got to remember, narcissists, they like to be the center of attention. So when they was a center of attention, again, they did not come in a threatening way. They came undetected. And what they did was use your own personality, your own personal attributes, okay, as a way to be able to get into your world with you. You thought that when you met the narcissist that y'all clicked. But really what happened was a narcissist was shining light on the personality that you had and was reflecting and projecting it back to you. So the person that you connected with wasn't the narcissist. You was connecting with yourself the whole time. And you felt that the narcissist was cool, but the only thing the narcissist did was be charming. They were probably polite, probably a gentleman in the beginning. So they had to put on this facade, this display, okay? And you were in their movie because they were the leading man and they made you feel like you was the leading lady. And what they did was asked you a lot of questions to get to know you. I like to call it the interviewing stage. That's when you sitting down, you feeling like you connecting with this person, and all the time, all you have done is been connecting with yourself because they've been deceiving you the whole time. They never showed you who they really was. Not in the beginning. They were showing you. So that you would feel that they was on your level. That you guys seen eye to eye. That y'all was in agreement. Y'all see how these narcissists come undetected, right? So when you were in that interviewing stage, you were probably saying, man, this person sure is a good listener. And they are. But not to have your best interests at heart. They are fishing for information as a way to be able to further be undetected until they're ready for you to detect them, but cause confusion so that you wouldn't understand. So as the narcissist was getting and gaining this information from you, they scripting this whole movie. And then they're telling you how they want you to be able to be in their lives playing this role. Okay? And you are receiving this as, wow, this is what I've been wanting. And the narcissist knows that. So what they're doing is filling in some of those roles temporarily, because what they need to do is for you to fall for the bait. And they need for you to trust them. So once they script this and then they are playing this role and they are inviting you in and it's engaging and it seems fun and it seems wonderful and it seems great, right? Until it's not. And then you're wondering what happened to this individual that was so cool and that I clicked with. Because what they did was, at that point when they knew that they had already taken from you something that you didn't realize that they was flashing in your face, that's when they started extracting, okay, from your life. That's when they started to work on your confidence as an individual, because what they were doing was extracting. They were trying to trade places with you. So what they were doing was gathering everything that you are. And what they wanted to do was place all that hurt and insecurity onto you and make you be the person that is damaged. They wanted to do a switcheroo, a transfer of power. They wanted to be you, and then they wanted you to become them. So what they did was that gaslighting to break you down and make you insecure and make you confused. These are all the things that the narcissist is. And they knew that what they were doing was, when they were extracting, they're pulling your energy. And what you're doing is you're receiving their dark energy, their negative energy. And they're grooming you that way, because when they're going to do that smear campaign, they're going to use all your attributes that you are against you, because they're trying to walk in your authority, in your power, in your blessing, in your talent, in your skills, in the essence of who you are. Y'all ever seen that movie Silence of the Lamb? If you haven't, watch it. If you're not into horror movies, don't watch it. But the purpose and the point of the reason of why I bring that movie up is because the dude was trying to make himself an earth suit because he wanted to be something that he was not. So he was creating these things as like a suit of trying to be something that he was not. And that's what the narcissist is trying to do with you. The narcissist knows that they don't have these attributes. So what the narcissist wants to do is try to extract all of these things that you have, okay? Because they don't have them. And when they're taking advantage of you, you don't even recognize and realize that the energy that they're pulling from you, they're pulling it on purpose as a way of making you weak and making them stronger and making you feel like you incompetent, because they're trying to trade places with you all simultaneously without you even recognizing and realizing that's what they're doing. And when the narcissist recognizes and realizes, okay, that you're catching on to something that's not right. Now, you may not have even known any of this. This is more deeper, okay? But you're not understanding these things. The only thing you're trying to figure out is, why is this narcissist continuously mistreating me? What happened to the person that I originally met? And that person that you met, and I'm going to make this clear, is that you were bonding and you were vibing and you were connecting with your inner self. And the narcissist, all they were doing was mirroring it right back to you to keep you blinded so you wouldn't see them as a threat. Then when they was getting this information from you, they wrote this script and wanted you as a leading lady or a leading man in their life. And then they had you on cloud number 9, put you on the mountaintop till they dropped you, because you were not supposed to see what was happening in the threat that the narcissist was. And that's how they was able to be on the low without you being able to detect it. Because they gave you something that you informed the narcissist of some things that you went through. And they took that information, filled in the gap. And then when they were ready to leave, they were trying to string you along, because it made you feel like when you were with the narcissist, you was getting everything that you needed. And it wasn't. What was going on is that the narcissist was getting what they needed from you, while they were putting toxicity and the curse and tormenting you and making you be like them. Y'all seen that movie, The Matrix? Y'all remember dude, what's his name? Agent Smith? And all he wanted was to gather up some soldiers, some agents to look like him, move like him, do like him, think like him. That's what the narcissist was doing to you, except for he was taking what you have and flipping it and using it against you, but also using your attributes to be able to attract more supply on the low. So when the narcissist was tired and wanted to move on or see who else he could or she could get, that's when they either A, put you on the shelf, okay, so that they could come back later on 53rd Street. Or they knew that you had figured out some things and they know that they could not continue the game, so they could have broken up with you. Or you broke up with them. But the bottom line is the narcissist was behind the scenes trying to put you in a bad light from the gate. And you're probably saying, well, Sandra D, why would they do that? Because they wanted to keep you as supply. It's just that simple. They wanted to continue to feed off of you. They wanted to keep you, in bondage. They wanted to keep you in total darkness. They wanted to keep you clueless. They wanted to keep you asleep. And when you started getting the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, that was part of the plan to keep you off balance. That was part of the plan for you to not understand that they were sitting over here playing games with your mind, with your emotions. They were putting you in a bad light so that when they finished doing their smear campaign, you would look like the one that caused the relationship not to work out in the first place. They were mentally messing with your psyche. And they were going around planting seeds of deception, setting a plan in motion so that you will fall in the trap and make what they said about you to be true. Not knowing, the people not even knowing, okay, that this narcissist is the perpetrator. Unless you had a support system that know you and know that's not how you roll, knew that the narcissist was lying. But the narcissist is so crafty, they'll try to twist the truth in a way to make it seem like you said something and you didn't ever say that. That was the narcissist that said it the whole time. But the narcissist is going to try to be like a dog with a bone and try to carry one to somebody, knowing that you wasn't the problem. They were. But you did not say anything to anybody, but they did. So when it was time for you to tell them what really happened, the narcissist had already planted reasonable doubt and seeds in their mind to where it looked like you was the problem. Because what they did was mess with your psyche, your emotions. Because when you're going through a narcissistic relationship and you go through the healing stage, you're not the same person you was in the beginning. And that's what they see. But what they don't recognize and realize is that the narcissist was the one that put you in that position. Unbeknown to you. Because you're trying to figure out, how did I get here? And you were lied to. You never had a connection with that narcissist. That narcissist was just charming and a good actor and a good con artist that you ain't never met before. You recognizing a whole total different type of evil that you never even knew existed until you come out of a narcissistic relationship and the abuse. Because when you're going through that healing, and why it hurts so much is because you start seeing the narcissist for who they are and what they did to you. And it does make you sick. And it makes you mad. And it does hurt because you're like, how could I allow this to happen? Because at the end of the day, they was sneaky. They didn't show you that they was a threat. And they took advantage of your good nature. So you just didn't allow it to happen. You were bamboozled. But there's always a silver lining. And I know you guys are saying, how is there a silver lining? Because when you left that relationship or you was discarded, whichever way it worked out, you recognize and realize who really has your back. And you recognize and you realize that this is a type of game that you never knew of, but once you understand it and once you know it, your level up game is through the roof. You ain't the same. You're better. And you're going to be able to use your situation to be able to help somebody else. Like I'm sitting here pouring into you guys and hoping that this video resonates with you guys. You're going to be able to do things too that's going to help somebody else. You may start a YouTube channel and talk about narcissistic abuse, toxic relationships, narcissism, what to watch out for. You got gifts and talents and skills too. You may even write the #1 best-selling book out there. You may teach a class. You may even bring awareness. You may even be a politician that can make a change and a difference in the government and what to watch out for and how to protect people from these things. There's no telling how God is going to use this pain that you went through, like I went through, and how it's going to work out on your behalf. It don't feel like it in the beginning. Please believe it, please. But keep on doing the work and keep on healing. And while I'm at it, while you're healing, while I was going through the hurts and the pains and the studying and things in that nature that I went through, and I'm going to follow this video up with how God had revealed to me what the narcissist was. That's going to come up in another video. But God gave me a tool to be able to help people as well. Not just use my voice for my platform to educate, but also to help while you're going through your healing. So get Coffee Shop with God. Okay. It's a prayer request journal. And the purpose of this journal is for you to be able to journal your feelings, but also use this as an opportunity of praying in regards to the hurt that you're feeling and asking God to release those hurts. Okay? With it also comes with a page that lists 5 things that you're grateful for that day, as well as confirmations which are repeated, because you need to understand and know who you are and that God loves you and that he hears you. And this is a good way for you to be able to release that toxicity that you are releasing, that the narcissist had poisoned you with. I will make sure that there is a link. Okay. But if you don't see the link, because I have a list of things that I have done that God has blessed me to be able to do, and I keep pressing on. You can always go to the community page and you will see a photo of this, but there's a link where you can go to Amazon.com and you can go ahead and you can order you this prayer journal request. Okay. Now you can order this and it is 120 pages and it's a soft cover. Okay. And for every seed And every person that plants the seed to get this prayer journal request, I do pray that God will bless you, okay? Increase your seed double, okay? Or if not, a sevenfold, because you blessing me helps me to be able to even bring even more creativity, to be able to bring out tools that can help someone else heal too, because we're all in this together. And I'm not, using this as an opportunity to sell you, but how are you going to know what is out there that can help you unless I tell you what I have to offer you as something that can assist you as you're healing and as you are on your journey of healing? Because I did a lot of journaling, and that's how this was birthed. But my journaling also turned into prayers, which is why this was created. It was created as a way to bless those who are hurting, but also as a way of connecting and having a more intimate relationship with God. Now, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.